Hey, this is Pastor James coming to you with a midweek message to encourage you and lift you up. And after this short message, I'd like you to stick around for some really important things I'd like to share with you about things that are happening in the next couple of weeks. Now, the first thing is this truth. Life is so much better when your heart is in the right place. Think about the relationships that you have, whether it's a marriage or a business relationship, a friendship or a relationship with your neighbor. If your heart's in the wrong place, life is not going to be so good. My question for you is this: how do you think of God? Essentially, is your heart in the right place in the relationship that you have with God? A lot of people have conversations with God, and it does tend to lean to friendship for some people more than reverence or awe. So other people, they honestly don't necessarily have the capacity to enter into this very respectful, kind of majestic relationship with God. And so I want to give you some tips that come directly from Scripture. And this is the Scripture that I'm thinking about, Hebrews 12. And it says these words: "Therefore, since we are receiving a kingdom that cannot be shaken," you have to just imagine that, a kingdom that cannot be shaken, "let us give thanks." That's important. That's a direction for us. "Let us give thanks, by which we offer to God an acceptable worship with reverence and awe. For indeed, our God is a consuming fire." What an image of God. Now, this is what we can learn from this. Simple. Make a list of the good things that God has done in your life. Just write out that list. When you say, how long should the list be? You can't make a list too long, and any length is going to help. Does that make sense? So put down 2 things, 3 things. Everything that you add to that list is going to help you to revere God more. You're going to have more of a sense of awe and majesty and reverence when you think about who God is. It won't take away from the friendship you have of God, but you should always approach God with this sense of you're talking to the God who created the universe, who is sovereign and beautiful and all-powerful. So that is my encouragement to you. I'd love to hear if making that list changes your perspective and helps put your heart in the right place with your relationship with God. Now, here's a couple things I want you to pay attention to. First of all, we have the Highlands app. On the app, we put prayer concerns, things that we want you to pray for. We put praises, things that we want you to celebrate when you connect with God in that space of awe. We actually add all of the upcoming events for the rest of the year. The biggies are on there. Christmas is even on there already, so that you can start to save the date if you're a big planner. But we also put some of these announcements on there. And the first one that I'd like to share with you is Easter, of course, has 2 services, 9 o'clock in the morning and 11 o'clock. We've had a lot of people sign up to serve at both of these services in children's and hospitality. But here's the thing. After everybody signing up, we need more people to serve. Now, here's how I want you to do it. Email the church office. Let us know if you're ready to serve in children's ministry or in hospitality. And then on April 5th, we are going to have a volunteer rally. Now, you don't need to know the details of the volunteer rally if you're all worried about that. The first step to get your invitation to the volunteer rally, which is fun, it's going to be a nice little meal for everybody, is to sign up and serve. So please do that. Let us know at the church office or on Sunday, fill out a form. We already have a good crew, but we still need some real key people. And I believe that you are one of those key people that God is ready to use to help greet first-time visitors, people who've never really truly had the awe and reverence and beauty of and majesty of Jesus land in their heart. So this is a big deal. Then this weekend we have baptisms at Highlands Church. So if you know somebody who would like to be baptized, will you please let them know? If you know someone who you think might want to be baptized or might want to commit their life to Jesus, maybe they were baptized as an infant and then they have not yet had the opportunity that Jesus invites us into to say yes to him and to say no to evil and to say yes to following Jesus with their life. So I want you to encourage you to be a part of that. And then the last thing is that we have this church picnic coming up. It's right after church on Sunday. It's going to be a beautiful little picnic followed by our annual meeting where we're going to share with you the vision of what Highlands Church is going to be in the coming year. And of course, we're going to have a potato sack race. Yes, you heard it first. No one knows this except for you right now. And now you need to get the word out. We're going to have a potato sack race during the picnic before we get into the meeting, and we'll have childcare afterward and some fun activities for the kids that they can break away from the meeting. Meeting will be about 35 minutes long. So imagine coming to church at 10:30, staying to 11:30. If you need to leave, you can, but you can stick around for the picnic and we'll be done by 12:15. You got lunch covered. That means that all you need to do after that is go to the beach and celebrate how good God is. Now, again, go to the church app for other things that are relevant. And one of the things that you can pick up at church this Sunday or at the church office is this new Easter yard sign that you can put in your yard. And it's something that, you can subtly put out there. People will notice it, but it's a way of inviting your neighbors, letting them know, hey, you'd like them to come. And if you have a business, you could put 1 or 2 out in front of your business. And if you are a tree climber, you could put some at the top of the highest tree Just be inventive and have fun with these. Put them in places where you think people will see them. Be bold, be courageous. Because every time I set out one of these yard signs, I think to myself, this might be one person who sees this in the midst of their despair. And they might respond. Maybe they don't go to Highlands Easter. Maybe they just say, I want to go to an Easter service this year. So these are beacons of hope, and I want you to share them and take this seriously. Thank you. Let me know if there's anything we can pray for you specifically for, any way I can lift you up and encourage you. We're always here at the church office, and we love to do everything we can to meet you in your time of need and help you be strong enough so that you can meet other people in their time of need. God bless, and I'll see you either Sunday online or Sunday right here at Highlands Church. Our worship service time is 10:30 a.m. this Sunday. God bless.